going on, you lot? So Season 5's finally here. We've got a few new things that have actually been added to the game. We've got new points of interest. We've got a Gulag change. We've got new perk changes and 2 new weapons being added to the game. We've got mobile broadcast stations, which are new points of interest. We've got the massive red crates, could possibly have loot inside them. And we've got the little red door change up on it. Starting off, I want to talk about the red doors. You can mostly find these in Assault Mine, but when you enter inside the red door, you're now going to be in a corridor, which you're going to have a selection between about 4 or 5 doors. I think it depends, or it's random. And it's really easy to see what door is the right one to take. If you take the wrong door, you normally just get teleported out. And if you don't pick any door, Stitch gives you a countdown. If you don't pick a door, he just kicks you out. Now, when you enter inside the corridor, there'll be 2 door noises that you're going to hear. One kind of sounds a little bit electric-y, which is a false door. Then you've actually got the real door, which sounds like an orange chest that you'd find in one of the red doors. It sounds exactly like this. I'm just going up to the door, you're going to hear the sound. And if you hear that sound, jump in the door, it's the right one. Picking the right door, you're going to get inside, you're going to get the advanced UAV, durable gas mask, you guys know the shebang, all the high tier loot, which gives you a really good early start. And guys, make sure you leave a like on the video, helps me out a lot and I'd appreciate it. I'm going to talk about the mobile broadcast stations in a second, but I want to go over the perk changes right now. We've got Tempered that's now been added to perk 2. Tempered refills your armor plates to full with only 2 instead of 3. And also equipped in this perk fully restores your armor if you've not even got any. If you're someone that keeps peeking in and out of fights, or you know you're looping someone around a building and you armor in while sprinting, this does help a lot. You do reduce the time to be max shields, and you guys know that having max shields is one of the highest advantages to have in the game. Is Tempered enough for you to switch off of Ghost? I don't think it will be for a lot of people. I know people are probably going to experiment with it a little bit, but I think Ghost or High Alert right now is going to be the key meta perks that people are still going to be using. If you're someone that's always armoring up in a team fight and you know you want to be there instead of just armoring every 10 seconds, Tempered's going to be that. It's going to reduce the time to get max shields and you can get straight back into the fight. There are also a lot of people that are now going to be using High Alert. There's been an added perk bonus on this, which you're going to hear the footsteps of players using dead silence. I do think a lot more high tier players are going to be using High Alert. I always thought it was overpowered to begin with, but High Alert is countered by Cold Blooded. And now you've got another perk, which is perk 3, which I definitely think is viable right now. You know, everyone is pretty much going to be using this, especially the people that just hate pinging people. Your bullets basically are auto pings now. But with Combat Scout, damaging an enemy briefly highlights them for you and marks them for the entire squad. Kind of like a snapshot grenade, you know, it gives you that little orange highlight on the enemy. I think it lasts a little bit less than a snapshot grenade. It is still really viable if you're trying to shoot someone and they're running in the building. Gives you a kind of heads up on their movement and, you know, you can almost predict where they're going. Considering everyone probably uses Amped, I mean, I feel like if you're someone that rolls around for Strela like me, that's what you got Amped for. If you're not really using that, I think Combat Scout is a good shout to try out, at least experiment with. If it's not benefiting you that much, then you can obviously change to something else. Thing is though, Cold Blooded is now going to be the new perk 1. Not only does it not trigger High Alert, but it also negates Combat Scout, meaning you're going to shoot someone, they're not going to come up on a map. If you've got High Alert and someone's aiming at you, you're not going to know if they've got Cold Blooded. But if everyone's got Cold Blooded on, that means they're going to be taking off double time and EOD. And with EOD, hey, if you get caught by RPGs or Strelas, they're going to want to hit you, especially me with that Strela. I'm going to one hit you. You've got no EOD. You're going to be an open target for pretty much any explosive. Moving on to the mobile broadcast stations. So these are a new point of interest that are actually in Verdansk right now. And it says differing from match to match, you keep one area from being signal boosted by the rewards they offer. See what they're all about by going close to them. But be sure to keep your head and tune out of the broadcast each one emit. They basically look like trucks that have radar towers on top of them. There is only one sort of to the top right of TV station that actually does make a noise and has blinking lights on it. There are a few others that are scattered around the map, but none of them seem to be active. Only this one right here does. Now, if you go up to it, you're going to hear sort of like a broadcast signal. You're going to hear sort of static. And it does tell you to listen out for it. Listen out for it for what reason? I honestly don't think these mobile stations are active right now in the sense that you can actually get anything out of it. Got a massive button next to it. You can't press it, you can't even shoot it, nothing happens. There's no interaction with these as of now. Also tried destroying this thing. I put in airstrikes on it, C4, rocket launchers, you name it. Nothing actually changed with it. I've also gone up to these things, you know, gone near the broadcast sort of area, then gone into a red door, you know, gone to one of these red crates over here. Nothing's actually happened. These red crates is another mysterious thing in the game. Massive red containers that are scattered around the map with these massive fuel tanks sort of outside it. And I thought the obvious thing is blow the fuel tanks up, get inside here. Not the case. You're not able to blow these up either. You can't interact with them. It does just lead the question, what are they actually doing here? There's either two things. Either A, they're not active at all, and maybe Raven are probably going to make these active either in a couple of days, maybe hours, maybe weeks, mid-season, who knows. Second thing is it could be part of an Easter egg. There could be some really unique thing that you have to do and it activates them and turns them on, but I have absolutely scoured these for hours and not found a single thing. But hey, look, if you guys find anything weird with them, let me know and I'll go check it out. The next thing that's been changed to Season 5 is the new Gulag map Rush, which is a Black Ops 2 map off a speedball area, and it's the tiniest Gulag we've ever seen. You can expect your Gulag matches to end pretty quickly here, and them rose sweats, yeah, they're going to be slipping and sliding all over the place, so watch out for it. But it does also say in the patch notes that the red doors will be sending you to unexpected locations other than the main room. This may have something to do with those mobile broadcast stations seen around Verdansk, but I don't know. I've been teleported into the air, gone up back to them, nothing's happened. We've also got 2 new weapons that have been added to the game. You've got the EM2 Assault Rifle. This thing, by the way, is pretty overpowered. If you pick up the common variant off the ground loot, you'll see its potential. If you pick up the epic variant, disgusting. I don't even know what is going on with this. The ADS time is the worst I've ever seen on a gun. It's actually a joke. Like, if you pick up that purple version, just have a look. I've got no words for that. I think if you build this gun correctly and level it up, oh man, this thing has got good potential and definitely is a meta assault rifle to be using. Next, you've got the submachine gun, which is the Tech 9. It's actually a semi-auto submachine gun. You can put something on it to make it shoot fully automatic. Apart from that, there's not actually too much else that's been completely changed. There's been some fixes and stuff like that, but more or less, that is a lot of the game in a nutshell on Season 5, and I want you guys to let me know, is this enough for you to come back? I mean, you know the state of hackers right now. To be fair with you, I did go on there and have a look. I've not noticed any hackers yet, touch wood, but they're probably not even woken up yet. That's pretty much all of the Season 5 stuff going on right now. With the points of interest, I will update you lot if anything changes with it. But as always, hope you guys like the video, and I'll catch you later.